Jesus tells a large crowd a story about the farmer sowing seeds and then explains his disciples what it means. Stefan Hager, Switzerland, reading with you chapter 8 of Luke's Gospel in the English New International Reader's Version. We are out in the fields here, and just like Jesus told the farmer's story about the fields, we are reading together now verse 1, the story of the farmer. After this, Jesus traveled around from town to town and from village to another village. He announced the good news of God's kingdom. The 12 were with him. So were women who had been healed of evil spirits and all type of sicknesses. One was Mary Magdalene. 7 demons had come out from her. Another was Joanna, the wife of Chuza. She was the manager of Herod's household. Susanna and many others were there also. These women were helping to support Jesus and the 12 with their own money. They spent their own money. This was Jesus' team. Look at this. They were traveling with him. They were supporting him. A large crowd gathered together. People came to Jesus from town nearby and after town. As they did, he told them a story. A farmer went out to plant his seeds. He scattered the seed on the ground. Some fell on the path. People walked on it, and the birds of the air, they ate it. Some seed fell on rocky places. When it grew, the plants dried up because they had no water. Still other seed fell on good soil. It grew up and it produced a crop 100 times more than the farmer had planted. Then Jesus said this, he called out, "Those who have ears, they should listen." His disciples asked him what the story meant. He said, you have been given the chance to understand the secret of God's kingdom. But to outsiders, I speak by using stories. In that way, they see, but they will not know what they are seeing. They hear, but they will not understand what they are hearing. Look at the picture here in the Bible of the grain. And look at the wheat of the grain here on the field. In Switzerland, in summer 2020. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's read on, verse 11. Here is what the story means. The seed is God's message. The people, what does it say here? The people on the path are those who hear. But then the devil comes. He takes away the message from their hearts. He does it so they won't believe. Then they can't be saved. Those on the rock are the ones who hear the message and they receive it with joy, but they have no roots. They believe for a while, but when they are put to the test, they fall away from faith. The seed that fell among thorns stands for those who hear the message, but as they go on their way, They are choked by life's worries, riches, and pleasures. So they do not grow. There's no growth. But the seed on good soil stands for those with an honest and a good heart. They hear the message. They keep it in their hearts. They remain faithful. And they produce a good crop. Just like this field produces such good grass, which is made into hay by the Swiss farmers for hundreds and hundreds of years. Just like the grain produces fruit, just like this very, very beautiful flowers